Apologies coming in from the Thai player.
So here we are, the Philippines and Malaysia running out onto Namdong Stadium for this 17th game today. Both sides defeated in their first matches, so they'll be looking to put in a good performance here. For the Philippines, Hernandez has been strong, the distinctive long ponytail, and Malaysia have been well led by Sakuru, the big Fijian-born Malaysian. And we're ready for a kick-off. Malaysia to kick, Philippines to receive. Zulkifli kicks deep, secured by the Philippines, taken into contact by the Philippines, and they made a good start. Number 12 charging through onto the ball, Vincent Young, good break from him. Hernandez waits, throws a high pass to Pato, who takes the contact. Early breakdown penalty conceded by Malaysia.
This is where the fitness will start to tell. Nick, these two teams have spent a lot of time tackling this afternoon, and now they get a team that they could fancy themselves against. Have they got anything left in the tank? As Hernandez now across the 10 metre, up to the 22, gets tipped up. Over the top of him goes Nasruddin, tries to force the turnover. And they've done so. That's good work from Malaysia. They've got to get it to one of these danger men. Here's one of them. This massive man, Sakuru. And this time, luckily for him, as his colleagues attempted to secure that ball, Pato was in over the top with his hands on the ground. So good defence, tracking back from the Malaysians. I'm predicting another close one here, Nick.
Yeah, it seems like two evenly matched teams on the strength of what we've seen so far. And just sneaks that one over the touchline.
Philippines yet to score a try, going down 36-0 to Hong Kong, 32-0 to Korea. The Malaysians beaten by Korea 40 points to 12, and then beaten by Hong Kong 28 points to 5. So they've managed 3 tries, the Malaysians, largely in part to a couple of the big men doing the hard work. Here is Nasruddin with the yellow headgear. Just straight enough, says Matt Rodden. Nasruddin comes around on the wrap, looks for the cut. Here's Nakasima. Gives it to his fellow Fijian-born player. Sakuru. Some patience here required by the Malaysians, not needing to score every time they touch the ball. That's good straightening there from Zahiri. Philippines defence just hangs in there. This is Nakasima again. Can they stop him from that distance? He gets hauled down by Gilbert. But Gilbert, hang on, Matt Rodden's got the T sign out. Mr. T. He's talking to his colleague over there, the assistant referee, and the in-goal assistant referee. And eventually cannot deny Nakasima his first try of the series.
So a good patient build-up there from Malaysia. An injection of pace right at the end from Nakashima. Just powerful legs and he powers over.
Gilbert did well. Conversion from a million miles out is away from Nasharudin. So 5-0, 4 minutes to remain in this first half.
So that was the start Malaysia looking for. 4th try of the day for them. Philippines still yet to open their account.
Zulkifli gets it up nice and high. Goes right through the hands of Vince Young. Pato comes round. Searching for that first try. Where's the impetus coming from? Here's Chris Bird. Ball in 2 hands, ball in 1 hand. Finally taken down by Nakasima. 5 metres into Malaysian territory. They've got numbers wide. Can they work something here? It's good hard straightening from Chris Bird again. No daylight there. Pato. This is good gas coming on. Vince Young at pace.
Oh, coughed it up in a big shot there.
Nasharudin coming across there and takes the bigger man with a solid swinging arm. Beautiful stuff. Quite arousing, that sort of behaviour on a rugby field. A small man taking down a big man at pace.
That's what the crowd's here to see. All 12 of them.
They are eagerly awaiting the final appearances of the Korean men's and women's team again in this final round of 8 games.
Got an injury here, and number 7 for Malaysia has gone down. It's Azmi, so he's just getting attended to, and that's the hold up. So get another look at this powerful run from Nakashima, and clearly grounded there.
Not sure why Rodden wanted to go upstairs for that. He seemed to be in good position. In fact, no, he was blindsided there. Just watching that again, Gilbert was covering the ball. So good use of the assistance by Matt Roden.
Ismail to feed the scrum. And Ismail in support makes a step and bust up the middle. Sakuru, big man with good feet, gets through the gap. Patient build up here from Malaysia. On the loop, Nakashima gets the ball again. Takes the contact. They've got numbers out to the right if they can get it out there. Sakuru tries to hurdle the tackle unsuccessfully. Goes in and plays scrum half. And ghosting through the hole, Ismail on the support run. Can he get it away? Vincent Zumadi goes in the corner. So Malaysia rewarded for that long, patient build-up where they held the ball through multiple phases. Zahiri Zumari, third try of the day for him after some good lead-up work. And that's the hooter for half-time. Matt Zizi lining up the kick from out wide. Moves in, strikes it, and it's just away. So we read Aswan, Zahiri. So Malaysia go into the break, 10-0 up over the Philippines. Philippines still yet to open their try scoring account in this tournament, and that'll be disappointing for them because they're working hard. Made a few half breaks, but haven't converted them yet. We've got a huge game coming up next. Hong Kong versus Korea, both sides unbeaten today and playing some good footy. So hang around for that. Malaysia still in their huddle, and Philippines wandering back to halfway, eager to get this game going again. Hernandez been busy in the first half. Gets around the field well with that distinctive long ponytail. And the Philippines will kick off. 10-0 down, but still 7 minutes to pull this game out of the fire. And it'll be Mitsuhashi with the high kickoff. And the ball's bounced loose. Number 5 streaking away from the corner. And that'll be the Philippines' first try of the tournament. Great run there from Joniko Hardwick. Showed some real pace there. And it brings them right back into this game.
Finally, Frano Bodica, something to cheer about this event. First try for them. About 35-40 minutes into the leg. Scored plenty of tries in the Hong Kong leg, but mainly on day 2 once we got into quarterfinals, but that's something to keep them encouraged.
So Pato with the wide kick, and it's away. So 10-5 to Malaysia. And Harrison Blake will get us restarted again for the Philippines. Got their tails up now after their first try to Joniko Hardwick. Another very good high restart. Has it gone the 10? Yes. And no, it hasn't. Little knock on maybe from Hardwick. Good kickoff though, landed right on that 10-metre line, and it was very high, gave his chasers enough time to get under there and put a bit of pressure onto Malaysia. Just unfortunate there was a little knock on there. So Malaysia's turn with the ball now. They've looked good ball in hand. They'll feed a scrum on their own 10-metre line. Big shunt from the Philippines, but they clear it well enough. Working the ball out to centre field. The 10 on the wrap, injecting a bit of pace. Gets the pass away, but it's gone forward from Azwan. And here's a chance for the Philippines. Hernandez gets the ball. Dances round a bit. Can he get his arms free and pop off a pass? Goes to ground. Vince Young in there, clearing it away. Goldman. Blake puts some footwork on. Offloads back to Goldman, dancing around. Big charge up the middle from Pato. Ducks under a high shot. Goldman chugging for the corner. Can he get there? Cut down short. Young there to clear the ruck out. Hernandez working hard. And he battles his way over and dots it down. Good work from the big man there. He's got around the park well today and he's rewarded with a try. So that squares things up. 10-all, 5 minutes left. So Pato with a wide conversion here. 4 minutes left on the clock. Moves in, strikes it, and it's away.
I think yellow card there to one of the Malaysians after the try was scored. Down to 6 players now for the next 2 minutes. So 10 all, playing with 6 men.
Another very good restart from Harrison Blake. Ball bobbling around. And Sakuru, the big man, takes it. Chops back. It's a bit of a tough pass there. Not knocked on though, apparently. Malaysia having a crack. Down a man. They've cleared their breakdown. Sakuru takes it into the setup again. He's a strong player and he's holding his feet well, giving his team time to support him. Moving the ball through their hands. Back on the late cut. Into the setup now. Can Malaysia hold on to the ball? And great feet here. Some good stepping from number 7. Amir. He's having a busy game, Sakura, and he's got the ball again, but not a lot on there. Just holding his feet in the contact. Malaysia doing well to hold the ball, though, while they're down a man. Now they have a crack. Out wide. Shanahan. Shanahan will go in, put it under the sticks. So that was a good, patient build-up again from Malaysia. Held the ball through multiple phases and rewarded with a try. Takes them out to 15 points to 10. 2 minutes left. So the man in the yellow headgear, Shadadan, dots down and the conversion successful. 17 points to 10. Showed a good clean pair of heels and just raced around and banged it down. Hernandez tracking, working hard to get back there, but couldn't stop that. So can the Philippines come back into this one? Got about a minute left on the clock. They've got to secure this kick. And they have. Sean Lynch taking the ball. Out to Goldman. Goes wide. And Jonico Hardwick on the outside. Oh, he's blown his hamstring. Tragedy. He'd got on the outside, done the hard work, and the hammerhead's gone. Oh. You got a feel for the man. He was away, stood up as man, had room down the outside, and the hamstring just blew out.
Yeah, that can hurt, can't it? It's like a sniper's got you from the crowd. You think you're away, you're going to draw the score level, and bang!
Ouch.
That would have been a moment of glory with 1 minute left, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Looks like he had the wood on them. Looked like he might have been able to bring that around. And they're battling for third and fourth spot here in Pool B, trying to avoid Japan or China.
Yeah, very unfortunate. So they've got to get up now and try and contest this line out. Malaysia take it at the front, set up the ruck. It's got to hold on to the ball now and close this game out. Philippines, can they do something special? Oh, opportunity there, but Malaysia managed to hold it strong in the contact. Recycling possession, keeping it wide. They'll just be waiting for that hooter to blow, and there it is. Oh, he's dropped it though. Is there time for a scrum? Knock on? No. So game over. And Malaysia get their first win of the day, 17-10 over the Philippines, in a pretty good match actually. Two evenly matched sides, and they both had their moments. So final score, once again, Malaysia 17, Philippines 10. 3 tries to 2.
That means Philippines will face Japan in the quarterfinal tomorrow. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Japan will first have to beat China in their final game today. And we're standing by now for perhaps one of the most keenly anticipated matches of the day. Hong Kong versus hosts Korea. The old switcheroo has been performed, and standing by now for Hong Kong versus Korea. This is the one we're all looking forward to. Been some good games today, but in terms of anticipation, this one is right up there. Both sides unbeaten today, and both teams looking good. And the South Koreans coming here with a much stronger outfit than they took to Hong Kong. And Hong Kong, there's people scoring tries all down the team sheet. Toby Fan and Seb Bryan just can't keep off the scoreboard. And well supported by their forwards. In terms of Mays, Coverdale, Bucco. Guys like Fan out there. Look at Lee Jai Bok and number 7, Jong Yon Sik. He's on 12 tries for the series. 3 in this event so far. Number 4, Chang, he's been blazing, but very impressive. Number 1, 2 and 3 for the Koreans. Brought in from the Kepco club. They've been the difference today, those 3 big men. And here we go. This decides who will take out Pool B and have the easier run tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Ben Rimini gets us underway from his left boot. Yu Kam Shing is always after it. Can't beat Kim Hyun-soo in the air though. Jong Yon Sik, first chance down the right hand side.
Jong Yon Sik goes straight through, and he's going to dot it down under the horns. And it's the perfect start for Korea.
Absolutely smoked him. And you've got an extra spring in your step when you've got the home crowd behind you. Thirteenth try in the series, me oh my. Lee Jai Bok now will attempt to add the extras, which he does. So an early 7-0 lead. Let's have a look at this again. What's going on here? Rimini on the inside, Hood on the outside, two most experienced players out there, and they maybe miss coordination, communication, or just the blistering speed of Jong. Caught them in two minds. Great start for Korea. Lee Jai Bok gets right under that one, and Jamie Hood decides to take that and play on. Rimini to Coverdale. Look at the intent in the tackles here now from Korea. Chang there with a big firm tackle on Coverdale. Yu Kam Shing pins his ears back. Getting close to the halfway. Coverdale again, he's got Fenn outside him. Across comes the cover. Fenn has a look, sees three of the biggest men out there. Kim Jong-min in number 2. This crowd applauding every single thing that happens. Charlie Brown gives the penalty to Hong Kong. Here comes Rimini. He's got Fenn outside him. Spots a mismatch. Gets hauled down by Kim Namuk. Brian to Neville. Hood. Can they work the ball now? Yu Kam Shing's out there. Can he beat Jong Yong Sik? Jong comes at him. Great rivalry out there between the two wingers. But it's another penalty to Hong Kong. Jack Neville takes it quickly. Bobs, weaves, dives, gets it down. Try to Hong Kong. And that's a crowd silencer. It's gone absolutely quiet here, but ruthless build-up there from Hong Kong, and it's Jack Neville from Kowloon, the Kowloon club, the pivot.
Great response from Hong Kong, and this has already started off as a classic. Both sides moving the ball well, defending strongly.
Sixth try of the series for Jack Neville. 2 today, 4 in leg 1. Rimini can't add, so they trail by 2. These two teams met here at this stadium last year at the leg of the sevens, and in pool play it was the South Koreans that managed to pull off the win. A little bit against the odds. Here we see Neville again. Goes under 2 cleverly. Hong Kong, of course, went on to win the cup in that event. Rimini now goes the distance, a bit too far into the hands of Kim Kwong-min. Jack Neville gets busy on him. Jamie Hood's all over him. Was he on his feet? Ruck, says Charlie Brown. So snaffled illegally. Kim Kwong-min goes quick. Here's Kim Namuk. Han Kun Kyu up to halfway. Hood again trying to get busy on this. They've got some numbers here. Gets out wide to Lee Jai Bok. He's going to have too much gas for Coverdale, and he can only just cut him off at the pass. And blistering stuff from the Koreans.
So much pace out there for the Koreans. As soon as they can hold the ball and get a couple of phases, they just create opportunities, and they're clinical in finishing them by using their speedsters. 5 tries so far this year for Jay Bok, and he's got the shot at goal to take Korea out to 14-5 if he can nail this. It's a pretty important kick. And he's pushed it away.
So 3 minutes still remaining. 3 tries on the board shared between these two teams so far.
Jay Bok just opens up.
Yeah, showing more pace than I thought he had there. So the crowd, the chant goes out. The flags are waving. Lee Jai Bok gets under that one. Neville's ready for it. Hood, Fenn gives him a wedgie. And look at the intent there from the Koreans. They're really making it hard. And here comes Fenn, the Seagull. A timely intervention there from Lee Jai Bok. Surely a knock on, but assistant referee says nothing. And Lee Jai Bok goes in for the quickest brace today. Charlie Brown had a look at the assistant referee, didn't get the call, so he said play on. Fenn and Neville are remonstrating. Well,
yeah, I'd like to see that again, to be honest. Looked like a clear knock on, and I was perhaps wondering if it was going to be a deliberate knockdown at one stage, but
it looked that way, but got away with it. That's what it's all about. Pressure of the crowd on these young referees, you know.
Assistant referee Gi Chol Lee, a stalwart of Korean rugby on this near side.
Oh, okay. That put a little context into play here. Lee Jai Bok, oh, he's nailed that beautifully. Converts his own try, and they're building up a lead here. 17-5. Let's see if we'll see the replay there. One of those little sporting moments, perhaps. And it feels like a final. Fenn flicks it up. Knocked down. Did he say it go backwards? Maybe it did go backwards. Anyway. The restart, not good. Rimini goes quick. Gives it to Coverdale. He steams down the middle. Lee Jai Bok now, who's just grown an extra arm and a leg. And again, the work at the breakdown, this time by experienced flanker Kim Hyun Soo. Worth his weight in gold today. Here they come again. It's relentless. Look at this. Chasing it, Kim Kwong Min. Can he get the bounce? Fenn doesn't have the speed. Ah, and he scored the try. The big nod from the in-goal assistant ref. 4 tries in the half. Goodness gracious me. South Korea are sizzling.
Well, there's no doubt about that. It's just pace. Kim Kwong Min, second try. Scorching down this left-hand touchline.
Tell you what, there's not a massive crowd here, but they're making a noise that's worth about 10 times their size, and that really is helping the players reach new levels. Scorching half of rugby. Lee Jai Bok from out wide. Great effort, but fades to the left, and that's half time. They've put down a marker here, South Korea.
Good option with the kick. He knew he had the speed, and Kim Kwon Min just burnt off the defence.
Great work, great pictures from the production team down there.
For the Gangnam style, the crowd on their feet.
Who would deny them a bit of Gangnam style? It feels like a knockout game, doesn't it?
Yeah. And everyone up dancing, party atmosphere.
Keep your comments coming on our Facebook page. We love seeing your comments. A few comments there about the knock on, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah, difficult to tell from this angle.
Here's Jong Yon Sik's first try. Smoking Rimini and Hood there. Glides his way to the posts. It's like a gazelle on the high felt.
And the story of the first half, just a lot of speed from the Koreans. Lee Jai Bok going over there. And here's the controversial try. The players seem to stop.
He did. Yeah, I'd say he was actually running a backward line when he tapped that. Ahead of the kicker now. That's a basic error from the South Koreans. Hood it will be from the dot. And Korea with a sweeper. Rimini gives it back to Hood. Hood straightens. Master of the sevens game, Jamie Hood. Sebastian Bryan now gives it to Rimini. Fens on halfway, looks up and thinks he's going to get chopped in half by Han. Han goes easy on him at first and then comes back for another bite. Bryan explodes out of dummy half. Jong Yon Sik, a kick and chase is in order. Has anyone got the gas? There's plenty of Hong Kong shirts getting back there. Hood's there first. They got 4 behind the ball quick. It's good tracking back by Hong Kong. Neville's on the 10-metre line. He's isolated. Yu Kam Shin gets in just in the nick of time. Now it's numbers. It's 2 on 1. But it's 2 of the slower men, and Fenn and Coverdale. Rimini probing, just looking to find a gap here in this Korean defence. Yu Kam Shing thinks he sees one, goes right down the middle. On the 10 now, Seb Bryant. Maybe a mismatch with hand, but the big man gets his mitts all over him. Still a lot of time remaining in the second half. 6 minutes still, Coverdale. They need 3 scores.
Patient build up here from Hong Kong. Rimini puts the kick through.
Hood takes on Han. Han surely doesn't have the gas to stay with Hood, but he does. Hood gets a dodgy bounce. Brian's on the case and he wins the penalty. Rimini wants to go quick. He does. He's got Neville with him. He goes for the floater to Fenn, who has to reach up and take it down. He lobs out an equally dodgy pass to Coverdale. Somehow getting across there, Kim Hyun-soo. Yet another penalty. Someone's going to have to launch themselves at the line. It's Yu Kam Shing. Can he pop it up to someone? Anyone? No one's there. Rimini to Hood. He gets the farms free and he collides with the post and dots it down. And some relief here for Hong Kong. Good build up. I wouldn't say patient in the end. They were sort of scrambling and panicking and the Korean defence was creaking. Finally gave way and there's 2 Koreans on their haunches now.
It's a long period of defence there by the Koreans and I think it might be time for some subs, and as we say that, Han's been replaced by Coquelard, so he'll be instrumental in these kick receipts coming up here.
Here we go. Coming bursting out of the line to try and get Fenn around the ankles, nearly works. Just has the momentum to reach the post as Fenn. So conversion good, Korea 24, Hong Kong 12, 4 minutes left. Hood will get under this one for Yu Kam Shing. And they've done enough to get it back here. Andre Coquelard's on the field. Sebastian Bryan intercept. Will he finish this one? After him is Lee Jai Bok, but he can't catch Bryan, and what a turnaround. And critical mistake there. He swooped on it, did Seb Bryant. And this game is wide open once again, 19-24. The kick was over, yep, so 24-19. We've got a belter on our hands here.
Just wonder if Hong Kong's superior conditioning starting to show here at the moment. This definitely seem to have a bit of wind in their sails and be finishing a bit stronger than the Koreans.
3 minutes remaining. Anyone's game now, just 5 in it. Hood this time goes right, mixing it up. Steaming in as Toby Fenn and knocks it on. Here come the Koreans now. Still 3 minutes or so remaining. You don't want this one to end. It's up high, but it's taken down beautifully by Jong. Has Hood got the wheels to catch him? Well, sure he doesn't. Jong Hyun-sik plucks it out of the sky and just blazes down that right hand wing. Fantastic stuff, Korea.
Another great finish from John Yong-shik. He's really opened this game up. Every time he touches the ball, this crowd just rises to their feet.
Irrepressible 5 today, 14 in the series. Is it Coquelard with the ball? Look like the big man's going to have to pop this one over.
Slots it through.
He's got all the skills as Andre the Giant. 31-19, 50 points here. Huge score, very entertaining. Couple of subs, Jason Jams on for Hong Kong.
This is the intercept from Bryan. Brought Hong Kong right back into it, but John Yong-shik, too much pace down the sideline.
James on. 2 shortest men on the field help each other out to get some height. Mays is out there, he's outside Neville. Puts on a bit of footwork. Got the dancing shoes on. Mays gets a bit of aggro. Kane Buko. Yu Kam Shing. Jason Jam. Can this man step off the feet? Look at him go. He's like a coiled cobra. Brian now steps up, this young man, only his second event, showing great maturity. Now there's some numbers. Jack Neville's out wide, he's outside Mays if he wants. Hood comes back the other way. Chang comes lurching up and puts the stress on the defence. Brian skipping and stepping. He's got great footwork and balance. Into the final minute now. Looks like this game is gone for Hong Kong. Kane Bolcole just decides to pin his ears back, the big Scottish forward. Jayam, who'll be looking to bang off the right twice. Veers it off the left. Gets cleaned up by the covering tackle. Is in the 22. If they score right now before the hooter, there's still a slim chance. There's no one there, and they could have helped themselves. They need to score right now. There's a yellow card too.
Oh.
Taken back by Charlie Brown.
Seconds left, if that.
If the hooter goes, it's all over. If they can manage to dot it down before the hooter, there's a chance. Yu Kam Shing soldiers on. There is the hooter. And there is the try, just a couple of seconds too late. Fantastic finishing there from Jayam. And Mays seems to think there's a chance of a restart. And Charlie Brown's running back to halfway for a penalty. So that's what happens when there's a penalty awarded. You're allowed to bring it back, you get the restart. You don't have to take the conversion. So, not sure what happened there exactly, the infringement, but still on here.
So no conversion, so it may have been a penalty try if the scoreboard's to be believed.
It's too deep. I think you can opt for the conversion or you can go back to restart it. So what a game we've seen here, Nick Goodman. Game of the day. Felt like a final, felt like a knockout, but it's Korea 31, Hong Kong 24, and the hosts have put a marker down. They've told everybody this is our backyard and we're here to win this leg. Come at us.
Korea will be very happy with that effort. Some great tries scored by the pacey men out wide, and they look like they've got a very well balanced side for this tournament. Some big ball carriers in the centre and some real gas on the flanks.
Let's all take a breath and brace ourselves now for this next game. Game 19 today. Japan versus China. Could be another entertaining match. We're just getting our breath back from the Korean